Hello learners, I am Karishma Attar and today I am going to answer the question I get asked most often. Can I get Cambridge I's if I drop global perspective subject? So last week alone, I received 47 DMs on my Instagram like these. My friend says global perspective is too much work. Can't I just take history instead and still get ICE certificate? My parents think global perspective won't help with my engineering dreams. Here's what happened to two of my students few years ago, Emma and Sophie. Both brilliant. Both wanted to get into top universities and both wanted ICE distinction certificate. Both were considering dropping global perspective. Emma dropped it, but Sophie thought she'll keep it. By the end of year 11, that is year 10 in India, the stories couldn't have been more different. One achieved ICE distinction easily, the other barely scraped ICE merit, despite working twice as hard. In 9 minutes, I'll show you the mathematical truth about ICE without global perspective, the hidden challenges nobody talks about, and most importantly, help you make the right decision for your situation. So let me tell you Emma's story first. She was a strong student targeting medicine and convinced global perspective would be a complete waste of my time if I want to do medicine. Okay, so Emma's final subjects look like this. English language was group 1, mathematics from group 4, biology, chemistry, physics group 3, and history group 2. Instead of global perspective, she chose history. Art from group 5. So she thought that perfect, all 5 ICE groups covered and I can now focus on my core science subjects. Emma's predicted grades all A stars and A's, looking great for ICE distinction. But here's what Emma didn't realize. Getting ICE isn't just about covering the groups, it's about actually achieving the grades you need across all those different subjects. So when Emma's results came out, here's what happened. Emma's actual grades were this. English language, she got an A star, mathematics an A star, biology an A star, chemistry an A, physics an A, history she got a B, art she got a B. Okay, now total she got around 5.14 average for ICE distinction. So wait, that looks fine, right? Emma did get ICE distinction. So what's the problem here? The problem? Emma worked incredibly hard for those grades. She was burned out by the end. She spends months struggling with history, essays, staying up late, practicing art techniques, constantly stressed about subjects that didn't come naturally to her. She mentioned this thing to me, I got the grades, but I was miserable for 2 years. I couldn't focus on any skill. I felt like I was fighting against my natural abilities instead of working with them. And when we look at Sophie's path, it was completely different. So now let me tell you Sophie's story. She also wanted medicine, but she made a very different choice. Sophie's parents said, let it think strategically, which group 2 subject will actually help Sophie develop skills she needs as a doctor. English group 1, mathematics group 4, biology, chemistry, physics group 3, global perspective she chose for group 2 instead of history, ICT from group 5. Now, her reasoning she understood was global perspective will teach her about the global health issues, medical ethics and research skill, plus 65% of the marks come from individual report and team project, which she kept control well before exams. And why I will say her choice was brilliant, because when you talk about individual report, which carries 60 marks, she researched antibiotic resistance in developing countries. When she talks about team project, 70 mark, her group investigated sustainable healthcare solution. And within paper, she was well prepared because she understood the skills required to assess global issues. And the topic she chose for individual report and team project later also helped her write a great personal essay for universities, which was a feather in the cap. So total points Sophie received were this as flashed on my screen, and at the end it was ICE distinction but easily achieved without getting burnout, with focusing also on different sports. If you're not aware of IAYP, which is, see, whatever I talk about, ICE, IAYP, these are not additional thing that you need to invest in. These are just that comes along with the existing subjects in Cambridge, but parents don't know about it. That's all. So now the problem that Emma faced was history challenges, massive content to memorize, entire civilization dates and event, essay writing under strict time pressure, 100% exam-based assessment requires specific historical knowledge that doesn't transfer to other subjects. If you take geography, it will be a mix of human and physical geography, two completely different skill sets, mapped work and data analysis under exam condition. case studies to memorize for different topic. Weather patterns, geological process completely different from your science subject. And if you compare all of this to global perspective, it's a skill focused rather than content heavy subject. It's 65% is your coursework, easy to get marks. Critical thinking applies everywhere and best for your personal essays. You are actually able to build good personal essays using this subject. I'll show you in my further videos how. So here's what Emma discovered too late, that she missed a lot of skills that she need to get into medicine, which she could have got easily from global perspective subject. I hope it helped you understand why choosing which subject for get which certification helps. So as a parent or a learner, most of the time our focus is, okay, if this is an easy subject, I get good grades easily, I'll go for it. No, grades don't matter. What matters is the skill that you develop in each subject, because it should naturally align with your talent, with your future goals, and you should be able to demonstrate those skills, those developed skills very well in your personal essays and SOP. I hope this video will help you strategically now choose the right subject for your ICE certification. See you in the next video.